Joyous.
Tending the fire.
Excellent. All right, you can come. Gabrielle?
That's me.
All right. Stage 2.
So I mentioned that one of my goals is to live in community. I live in Santa Barbara, and that's actually one of the reasons I came here. Was there's lots of people I hear, they're saying yes, and they're interested in different places and different times. And it used to be around a particular group of people I was looking to live in community. But now it's, as I get older, I notice more it's about shared values, not just the people I like hanging out with, but really who do I want to create a future with, not in the context of myself. Well, in more than just the context of myself, I should say. Lately, I've been noticing that the thing I'm most interested in are conversations people are having about something bigger than themselves, and that's, I have to say, is every person here I've had amazing conversations with about that. So I wanted to actually share with you an organization you've heard mentioned many times here this weekend, which I'm thrilled to see. How many people here have ever heard of the Pachamama Alliance? Yes. Okay, so honey, would you open the little door on the machine? It's, yeah. Great. And that's the Awakening the Dreamer page. Would you go over to the right? There, thanks. So the Pachamama Alliance, for those of you that don't know about them, is an organization that has 2 missions. They work in South America to empower indigenous people to protect their land. How many people here know that Ecuador is the first country to put the rights of nature into the Constitution? That came from the Pachamama Alliance. That was the idea of Bill Twist. And now other countries are starting to follow suit, Bolivia and such. But in the rest of the world, outside of South America and indigenous peoples there, their goal is to wake people up. It's actually to change the dream of the modern world. And so they have a symposium called Awakening the Dreamer, Changing the Dream. How many people have been to an Awakening the Dreamer, Changing the Dream symposium here? Okay, good handful. It would be fun to come back and do one. It's usually about a 4-hour experience. It can be as short as 50 minutes. It can be as long as the whole weekend. It's 3 to 10 minute, really well done videos interspersed with experiential activities like from Joanna Macy and Lee Glickstein with relational presence and things like that. It's designed in open source, so if you want to be a facilitator and then put your own spin on it, you can do that. Even within one video, you can take out one section and put one in. If you're in China and you can't have the Dalai Lama in there, you can take him out. You know, it's really open source. So Raj, I'd love to show the trailer of Awakening the Dreamer, Changing the Dream Symposium. It's all over the world. It's likely that it's happening in your community. And their mission is to bring forth the human presence where environmental sustainability, social justice, and spiritual fulfillment are the guiding principles of our time. And it's the first time that I've ever seen, I've always been an activist, but it's the first time I've actually been part of something that's I like to call sacred activism. That it's not the agitated, angry activist that the sky is falling and oh my gosh, but this is the right thing to do, regardless of how it's going to work out. And that these 3 issues are one, because how can you be really fulfilled when there's no justice? And when you're dealing with the environment, you can't deal with environmental issues without dealing with social justice issues, because that's where all the crap goes. So this is the trailer of the Awakening the Dreamer, Changing the Dream.
This is not the kind of world any of us dreamed we would be leaving for our children. We want to give them a world in which human beings live in harmony with one another and with the entire community of life. Yet the collective dream of the modern world, our dream of progress through endless growth and rampant consumption, has become a nightmare that is threatening right now. Is it possible to change that dream? We used to think it was too difficult or too late. Not anymore. Right now, around the world, people are gathering together and discovering how they can participate in creating a new future. They are taking part in a powerful experience called Awakening the Dreamer, Changing the Dream. The purpose of the Awakening the Dreamer Symposium is to bring forth an environmentally sustainable, spiritually fulfilling, socially just human presence on this planet. The symposium, a live, interactive group experience led by trained volunteers, is spreading rapidly across the globe. powerful documentary modules reveal where we are and how we got here, and then illuminate what is possible in the future.
When you say you're going to throw something away, where's away? There's no such thing.
We have a society that believes that we have throwaway resources, throwaway species, and throwaway people.
A new cultural story is emerging at this time in history, and it's a story that says we are not separate, but rather we are profoundly connected at both the macro and micro level.
Every single one of us can do something to make a difference.
If we work together, we will come up with exactly what we need to do to create a sustainable future for all. Together, we are a genius.
Through guided group interactions, quiet self-reflection, and shared feelings and ideas, participants gain powerful insights that generate hope, inspiration, and a commitment to individual and collective action.
Normally it would take people months, if not years, to study this kind of material. And the way it was delivered, connecting the heart and the mind, it's amazing that you can do that in a single afternoon.
It looks at the root causes and gives us an opportunity to move forward.
A chance to really make the commitment to lead a more sustainable life.
The symposium really empowered me and gave me hope.
The future is in our hands.
I will recommend the symposium to everybody so we can, as a group, start changing the world for our future generations.
Go to awakeningthedreamer.org and find a symposium near you. Join the growing movement of global citizens who are awakening to the urgency of our situation, who are becoming aware of the possibility of creating a new future, and who are taking action to change the world through changing the dream.
The purpose of the Awakening the Dreamer
Cambiando el Sueño Symposium is to bring forth
Environmentally sustainable,
Spiritueel bevredigende,
socially just,
présence humaine
human presence
en este planeta.
So the symposium is now in 60 countries and in 16 different languages. So you can go on the map and find where it is for you. One project of the Pachamama Alliances that I wanted to mention, because there are so many filmmakers and creative types here, there's a program called the Possible Futures Film Contest. And we know that if you want to transform the planet, you better have a lot of good 1 to 5 minute videos. So last year was the first year. The prizes are like $10,000 prizes and trips for two to go with Pachamama Alliance down to Ecuador to the indigenous, the Ashwar people. And so they have them in 4 categories: peace and freedom, the environment, social justice. Pardon me? I can't hear.
Human fulfillment.
Human fulfillment. See, he knows the Possible Futures Film Contest. And so that usually runs like March to June. So you have some time if you're already working on a film project, so check that website out. And thank you for pursuing a sustainable, just, and fulfilling future. And I just want to close by saying that working with the Pachamama Alliance, as I said, has inspired me to live in community. So anyone that is interested in that conversation in the Santa Barbara area, I would love to talk to you, especially after Yona's presentation today. And super inspired. We were looking at rentals for $6,000 a month, and I'm thinking, I'm crazy. Okay, so thanks for that conversation, and I look forward to talking to you and possibly even living with one of you guys soon.